Hi, I'm Mary Hardin Thornton.
And I'm Susan Cooley, and we want you to
Be green.
Hey Mary Hardin, I bet you didn't know that when I started library school, I was the computer nerd in there.
I can't believe it.
And when I came here, I was the computer nerd. I know I've changed a lot since
You have changed so much.
But not today. This is what I used to look like. And what about you?
I don't think I've ever looked like this before. Today.
So I appreciate you trying to mirror my image today as the computer nerd. But anyway, today, even though computers have changed a lot, in those however many, 20 years I guess, we still need to be sure that we're the ones that are trying to save energy with our computers, right?
That's right. That's right. Like ignorance of the law. It doesn't count.
It's not bliss or something.
No, just because it looks kind of newfangled and it's in your house and you just do one or two things on it, you do need to know ways to
save energy.
Save energy with it.
Right.
Exactly.
And even though it is new and all the fans are smaller and all the screens seem smaller, it's still using a lot of energy, especially when you leave it on all the time.
Yeah,
right?
that's just not a good idea.
Right.
No.
And so, you know, the first thing people should look for is any kind of appliance at all is Energy Star.
Energy Star.
Right?
Right. But just because it's Energy Star doesn't mean you've enabled it to be energy efficient.
It doesn't let you off the hook, right?
That's right. That's right. So you can take advantage of its extra Energy Star qualities by going on there, going to the Start.
Okay, go to
Yes,
Start.
go to Start, go to your control panel, and look at your power options. And then get your setting.
What an expert, boy.
That's good. Yeah. Check your settings, and you need to select the time to turn off your monitor and your hard disk. And then you can go to the other little tab that selects the hibernation mode. And that's very important. If you are using your computer a lot, but you might have to go into a meeting, or you might be gone for like 2 or 3 hours, but you're going to come back and start working on it again. Hibernation's a great thing.
And I think that's a great example, a meeting or at lunch, right?
Exactly.
If you're going to go do that, go ahead and set your computer so that if you're not using it for like 15 minutes, it goes into hibernation. It's not a problem and it's saving energy.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. What are some other things?
Well, you know, obviously you can reuse paper that you're printing on, which is all I ever use at the library, and everybody will tell you that. I use any kind of thing that's been printed for summer reading program, I use the back of it. And that's really good. You don't think it's saving energy, it is, because you're not having to make new paper. You're reusing old paper, right?
Yeah, you're surrounded by all this high-tech electronic equipment, but you're still using basic paper every time to get your message out or make your copies or do whatever. So anything that you can do to recycle too is great. So just have a little box beside your desk to put that recyclable paper or the misfires, whatever.
Misfires. Okay, another thing you want to make sure you do is turn off your computer at night and on the weekends. No matter what anybody says, using the power button to turn on and off, I mean, to me, that's just not a rational argument. It's just like turning off your light switches. I mean, why not leave them on all the time? You wear out your light switch. You need to turn off your computer when you're not using it, and it's going to save you anyway from having any kind of power surges. Of course, you should have a power strip or whatever, but anyway.
Right.
Okay, what else?
Well, let's see.
How about flat panels?
Oh yeah. You know, if you can afford it, try to move on over to the flat panel instead of this big giant looking
monster over there.
Thing.
Not only is this lighter and it takes up less space, it actually uses a lot less electricity because you don't have a lot of fans in these. And another way you can save electricity is, especially in the workplace, buy everybody laptops.
Oh yes.
You know, they're down to about $500 a piece now, really good laptops, and they use very little energy compared to a regular computer with a CPU, because the fans in those CPUs take up, it'll blow out a circuit in no time if we have 12 or more computers on it, right?
And there's, how many, y'all probably got?
It's over 100 computers in this library.
That's right, and I know the city has close to 300 computers. So think of all the different agencies and businesses. Everybody's got a computer that 40 years ago, nobody had a computer, you know.
Right.
The government maybe did or something, but not like all this kind of stuff, you know.
The National Science Foundation.
That's right. Are you a member?
Not yet, but I'm going to go right back to my office because I'm sure that once they see me, I'll be a charter member. I'll be a charter member. That's right.
Well, and also, you know, we're talking about the paper, we're talking about the stuff. Hey, when you want to get rid of this stuff, don't send it to the landfill.
No.
Once a month, we've got the
Household hazardous waste
recycling at the recycling center. So just call that number.
Right, and get your name in there so you can get a postcard in the mail saying that you can bring your stuff to Household Hazardous Waste Day. That's what we do here at the library.
Mm-hmm. And then another little tip, when you are printing things off, you can use a smaller font. Sometimes you want to print off your PowerPoint presentations. You don't have to print off like each single frame. You can reduce it to like maybe 9 pictures on one page. So don't be afraid. I didn't learn to type until I got my first job. So don't be afraid to. I didn't. I typed on a typewriter.
Oh, okay.
But then I didn't